Hey guys! Today on The Untidy Artist, I'll be showing you how to make a 6-petal fabric hair flower. And this is a really beautiful hair flower made out of mesh. You can see it here with some feathers. I'll be showing you how to do some fun hair accessories with feathers in the upcoming weeks, so please watch for that and subscribe. And let's grab our supplies and get started. First off, you'll need a needle and thread, and I'm using a contrasting color so you can see the stitches. You'll need some fabric. This is a mesh fabric that's a polyester blend. It has a little bit of spandex in it, so it's a little bit stretchy. Some sharp scissors and felt for the back. My glue gun set on low and a ruler. And then you'll want something fun to put in the middle of your flower. I have some fabric scrapbooking brads here, some rhinestones, buttons, I have an old antique earring. Be creative and choose something that reflects your unique personality. The first step is to cut 6 4-inch circles out of your mesh. So to do this, I double my fabric and then I fold it into thirds so I can get 6 squares. And from those 6 squares, I'm going to trace a 4-inch circle, and I'll just cut those out. So I pin it together so it doesn't move around. This spool of ribbon is exactly 4 inches, so it'll work perfect. Just trace the circle directly onto the fabric, and we're going to pretend like I used a really pretty light-colored marker instead of this obnoxious Sharpie. Once you have it traced on, pin it together so it doesn't move around, and cut it out so you have your 6 circles. And don't worry about the ugly pen on it, we'll be sewing over that part. Now we're going to fold our circles into triangles. So you can see I've got little sparkly dots on mine. I fold it in half and in half again. And the sparkles are facing the outside part of your flower. We're going to take the part that has the open fold. We're going to make sure that we start with that side facing towards us. So we have our knotted needle and thread. And just run a running stitch along the bottom of the triangle until you get to the end, and then string it onto your thread. And you'll do this with all 6 of your petals. So I lay it face down, fold it in half again. Make sure that the same part of the petal is facing towards me, so the open part of the fold. I do a running stitch, and you're not going to cut the thread in between, you're just going to thread them all onto the string. You can see our petals starting to take shape. And you'll do that until you have all 6 of your petals sewn. Make sure as you're sewing that you take the needle through all 4 layers of the fabric, and also keep your stitches even. And once you get them all onto your thread, pull the end that had the knot, and then you're going to tie the 2 ends of thread. So the thread that has the needle still attached to it and the end that had the knot, tie it in a double knot. Tie it nice and tight, and this will make the shape of your flower. And then I like to just take my needle and thread through my fabric once just to secure that so it doesn't come undone. Trim off the thread. You can see on the back here where I missed a little spot in sewing. Oops, but we'll just cover that up on the back. And here are some fun different options. Here's the fabric brad, a button. There's another button that's really sparkly. And this is actually a button that I thought was really pretty. It's just a sparkly gray button, and I decided this is the one I wanted to use. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, put it right in the center of the flower, and you can see we're covering over where any of the marker would be. And then just press it down, and then we're going to cover up the back with a piece of felt. So cut out a little square of felt, and then cut that into a circle, line it with glue, and you just want to cover up the very back part of the flower and give it some stability. And now you can attach it to whatever you'd like. We're putting this one on a clip. So I take a little strip of felt that measures about 1/2 inch by 1 inch. Put a dab of glue, open your clip, hold it down, and then slide your strip of felt in between the open clip, being careful not to close the clip, and then just go ahead and secure the other sides of the felt. And ta-da! You have a really gorgeous hair flower. These are not hard to make. They're a lot of fun. You can do them in a lot of different fabrics. Please let me know if you have any thoughts or comments or questions. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe for more tutorials and give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.